that we are carrying things which are burdenful for us. We are living in a time, in a state of time that our bodies, our mind, our soul, our hearts, our stomachs, our legs are carrying burdens after burden, after burden, after burden. We are filled with a lot of nafs, we are filled with a lot of ego, we are filled with a lot of negativity. This is the zaman that we are carrying a lot of things. But we have been given windows and places and time which are filled with blessings. And in this zaman, the more negativity that we carry, the more Allah will open doors for us to be coming back and to be rushing towards Allah's light. So my dear brothers and sisters, we need to rush at every opportunity that is given to us to be remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to be rushing at every opportunity that is being presented to us by Rabbul Alameen to be making and be asking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to be rushing at every place that is the doors that has been opened to rush to them, to these places, to be making dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My brothers and sisters, in this zaman there is no way that is faster to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than to be making constant dhikr. We need to be expanding our hearts, which is made of nur, of light, and to be pushing away the darkness that is been clouding our hearts with many dhikr, and continuously doing dhikr which with every breath that we have been given. If for that moment we have forgotten to make dhikr, imagine the light being enclaved, being enclosed by the darkness around us. We must be vessel that is filled with nur. We must be vessel that is filled with rahmah. We must be vessel that is filled with mercy, compassion and love, despite whatever darkness that is surrounding us. We do not care about the darkness, but we care about the light that is within us. Imagine that within you there is a diamond, and that you need to keep polishing that diamond until the brilliance of the diamond shines even in the state of darkness. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, the dhikr for us to remember each time we are in a calamity, each time we are in a disease, each time we are encapsulate in problems, we say MashaAllah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. Verily there is no power except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We immediately surrender that situation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by making it light on our tongues and our hearts and our minds to be making MashaAllah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. We must remember this in each and every cell that is in our body, to be telling ourselves MashaAllah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. If you do not have this in your mind, in your hearts, in your body, in your soul, then please make this as your guide for this week until the day we pass away. Even when Malaikat Maut comes to us and saying, I am here to take your death, and he is showing you faces that is not pretty, then you tell him, MashaAllah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah al-ali al-azim. Make it a time that you are rida with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We live in a zaman that we are all fighting for many rights, but we have forgotten that all rights belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing is ours. Everything is Allah's. We are only custodians. We are only taking care of this. Nothing is permanently ours. Our mind, our body, our soul, our hearts, our stomach, everything is Allah's. So each time we are facing something that is causing negativity, we must remind ourselves that MashaAllah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Each time you have been chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be hearing someone who is telling you, I am going through difficulty, or brother, I am going through difficulty, or sister, do not act as if you know the answer, but immediately remind your friend, MashaAllah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. This is how we should be giving advice to our brothers and sisters, to be telling them to be remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For Allah says, Azkuruni azkurukum. If you remember me, I will remember you. So my brothers and sisters, have our minds remember Allah, have our foreheads remember Allah, Have our eyes remembered Allah? Have our noses remembered Allah? Have our tongues remembered Allah? Have our ears remembered Allah? Have our necks remembered Allah? Have our shoulders remembered Allah? Have our hands remembered Allah? Have our fingernails remembered Allah? Have our palms remembered Allah? Have our hearts remembered Allah? Have our stomachs remembered Allah? Have our genitals remembered Allah? Have our legs remembered Allah? Have our feet remembered Allah? Each and every part of our body is a zikr. Each and every part of our body is a tasbih, is a masbah, able to be remembering Allah. And when we have actually embodied becoming the zikr of the body becomes a masbah, we immediately become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so close that we cannot even go without zikr. And then only then will we realize that it is not about the intellect, it is not about what we think or who thinks or what, but it is about what Allah wants for us. And for that very moment, the reality of MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah alil azim surfaces. So my brothers and sisters, I remind myself and I remind you that for this very blessed Thursday evening, Thursday night, when we welcome Friday, is to be in the state of MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah al-ali al-azim. Whatever that is good is from Allah, whatever that is not is from my nafs. I seek your forgiveness. May Allah bless us in this majlis. May Allah guide us in this majlis. May Allah protect us in this majlis. May Allah protect us from our nafs and our ego. May Allah guide us away and from our nafs and ego and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet. May we befriend the angels that Allah has given us. May Allah give us and make us the friends of the awliya Allah salihin, and that we are not alone on this earth. Then wherever we go, we are surrounded by malaika and awliya Allah salihin. May Allah make us awliya Allah salihin. May Allah make our friends awliya Allah salihin. May Allah bless us with the presence and the blessings of awliya Allah salihin, who are humble, who are always serving the ummah at large, the world at large, who are taking care of this earth. May Allah guide us and make us and our children and our parents and our teachers and our neighbors and our fellow countrymen all become awliya Allah salihin. May Allah lift the bala that is upon us, and Allah anzil and bring down rahmah onto us, and bring down shifa and guidance and all thing that is light of nur from Allah, from the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May we all be under the banner of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammad ibn Abdullah wa ala alihi wa ashabi ajma'in. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamu ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. صلى الله على محمد.